When the AI bot says, "What do you do?" it's essentially asking you for a message or pitch. Pitch is an emotional term that suggests you're aggressively selling, but it's more about being in a position to deliver a message that gives you confidence and gives the buyer clarity. It's useful to be aware of the approach being used in your pitch, and you'll see 3 common pitch types and examples listed on the screen. The first pitch you see on the screen is the product pitch, which is probably the simplest, and it's the one people tend to use instinctively. It starts by describing what you do in the form of your product, service, or solution, and then goes on to say what that enables the user to do and the value or the impact you deliver. The second example listed on the screen is the problem pitch. It starts with a problem, challenge, struggle, or blockage that is preventing better results or stopping a job from getting done. The product or solution is then introduced, and you give some sense of a new or different impact or value. The point of view pitch, which is also called the vision or insight pitch, is becoming more common and is used, for example, when the vendor is introducing an innovative or disruptive approach. It typically starts with your point of view, belief, or insight and can even be a bit provocative. The point of view pitch or message usually mentions traditional or status quo approaches, explaining how they are no longer adequate nor relevant, and then proposes a new approach or perfect world which your product, service, or solution is built around. Sometimes the point of view approach is called the worldview pitch, because you are explaining some big change in the world or in the market that is going to have a positive or negative impact on the prospect, buyer, or customer. You're then promising a better future. The approach you use will also depend on the context. For example, opening a meeting with 3 people in attendance from the buyer side will likely require a different pitch than meeting someone on a trade show stand. Or, an email introduction will require a different approach than, say, a 1-minute video voiceover. But now you have the ingredients for a pitch, and it's really then a question of how you order or sequence your ideas. You can also add extra elements to a pitch, such as a short customer story, an anecdote, or a telling detail. And depending again on the context, some pitches should end with you asking a question to engage the buyer, prospect, or audience.